A stick of computer memory that cost about $60 a year ago costs almost $200 today. Same stick, same 8 gigabytes, triple the price.
Wait, triple? In a year? That's not a sticker glitch?
It's not a glitch, and it's not just RAM. The cost of memory and storage inside the average PC is on track to climb around 130% by the end of this year. Your next laptop, your next phone, your next game console, all of it got more expensive while you weren't looking.
From Trek4Wealth, this is the podcast. I'm Avery.
And I'm Grant. Today, why the cheapest technology of the last 50 years suddenly has a price tag nobody planned for.
And here's what gets me. When I think things that get more expensive, I think houses, healthcare, eggs. I do not think memory chips. Memory is the thing that's supposed to get cheaper every year. That's the one rule of tech I thought I could count on. So when that rule breaks, I want to know who broke it.
For 50 years, you could count on it. That's exactly why this one matters.
So where do we start?
With the man who made it a rule, and 3 companies who learned, a long time ago, that they didn't always have to follow it. Let's get into it.
Okay, set the scene for me.
November 9th, 1966. A young IBM engineer named Robert Dennard is lying on the couch in his living room in Westchester County, New York. And he's frustrated. That day, he'd watched a rival team show off a memory design simpler than his own. His needed 6 transistors just to store a single bit, 1 or 1 0.
6 little switches for one speck of information. So he's lying there stewing and, what, he has an idea?
He has a thought. What if I could store that bit using just 1 transistor, plus a tiny capacitor, a little bucket that holds an electric charge? Charge in the bucket is a 1. Empty bucket is a 0.
And that actually works? That's the whole trick?
He called his boss that night around 10 p.m., filed the patent. It was issued in 1968. And that one design, 1 transistor, 1 little bucket, became DRAM, Dynamic Random Access Memory.
And by the 70s, it's in everything, I'm guessing.
Nearly every computer on Earth.
So one tired guy on a couch invents the thing that's now in every phone on the planet? 2/3 of humanity is basically carrying his idea around.
Carrying it right now. Bob Dennard passed away in 2024, 91 years old. And the beautiful part is that his whole goal was to make memory simple, fewer parts, cheaper. So for 50 years, that's what happened. Cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, like clockwork.
Until the clockwork breaks. So what breaks it?
The field got smaller. Making memory is brutally expensive. One factory costs tens of billions of dollars. So over the decades, the players dropped out, one by one.
And it's a real graveyard, right? Intel left the business. Companies like NEC, Hitachi, Toshiba, Infineon, Qimonda, Elpida, all gone from it.
A graveyard of names. And who's left standing?
Tell me it's more than a handful.
3 companies, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron. Between them, they make roughly 90% of the world's DRAM.
90%? Almost all the memory in the world comes from 3 companies?
3. And here's the part of the history almost everybody forgets. The last time these 3 sat on top of this market, they got caught.
Caught doing what?
Fixing prices. Between 1998 and 2002, the big memory makers ran an international price-fixing conspiracy. PC makers like Dell and Gateway complained that someone was inflating memory prices. The Justice Department investigated, and the companies pleaded guilty.
Wait, they pleaded guilty. Like this is on the record. Samsung paid a $300 million criminal fine, didn't they?
$300 million. Hynix paid $185 million. Executives went to prison. Micron blew the whistle and got immunity.
So this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a court record. That's the part that gets me. We're not speculating about these three. We've seen this movie.
We have. And that's why, when memory does something strange, the history matters. Because the history of the chip in your laptop is really the history of who those three companies decide to sell it to.
Okay, that gives me chills. So who are they selling it to now?
Artificial intelligence.
Of course it is. It's always AI lately.
The hyperscalers, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, are building data centers as fast as they physically can. And those AI machines are starving for a premium kind of memory called HBM, high bandwidth memory.
And making the AI memory crowds out the regular kind because it's the same factory space. So every wafer that goes to an AI chip is a wafer that doesn't go to my phone.
That's exactly it. The chips are being diverted at a scale you wouldn't believe. A few years ago, data centers used maybe 20 to 30% of the world's memory. This year, they're on track to consume around 70% of all the memory made on Earth.
So the cheapest, most democratic technology ever invented is being rationed to whoever can pay the most.
That is exactly what's happening, and the numbers are staggering.
Hit me.
First quarter of this year, contract prices for ordinary memory nearly doubled. Gartner expects memory and storage to push average PC prices up about 17%, with shipments falling double digits. HP told investors memory is now 35% of what it costs to build a laptop.
A third of the laptop is just memory now? Up from, what, 15%?
15 to 18% 1 quarter earlier. Micron even retired its consumer brand Crucial to go chase AI money.
And this is hitting the premium names too. Apple raised prices across the board just 4 days ago, June 25th. iPads, Macs, the whole lineup. Their stock dropped 6% in a day.
Worst day for the stock since the crash last spring. And on that exact same day, something else happened. 17 plaintiffs filed a federal antitrust lawsuit against those same three companies in California.
Same day as the Apple hike? Come on, what's the claim?
They allege the makers coordinated this shift to AI memory specifically to choke off the consumer supply and drive prices up, by their estimate, around 700% over 4 years.
700%. Is that proven?
It is not. It's an allegation. Nothing's been decided in court, and the companies haven't really responded yet. Which brings us to the fair question.
Right. Is this a scam, or is it just supply and demand? Because those are really different stories, and I don't want to cheer for the wrong one.
Completely different. So let's steelman both. Side 1. It's real scarcity, not collusion. A memory factory costs tens of billions and takes years, and the AI boom hit faster than anyone could add capacity.
And they are building new plants in Idaho, in Virginia. Plus, that nearly identical lawsuit back in 2018 got thrown out, didn't it? Twice?
Twice for thin evidence. From this view, selling your scarce product to whoever pays most isn't a crime, it's business.
Okay, but give me the other side, because I felt that 90% number in my gut.
Side 2. An essential market sits in 3 pairs of hands that pleaded guilty to rigging this exact market before. And the AI giants are placing open-ended orders. Basically, we'll take everything you've got at any price.
Which is wonderful if you're a memory maker, and brutal if you're a regular person who can't outbid a trillion-dollar cloud company.
And so far, no antitrust action, just that one new lawsuit.
So which is it? Real shortage or rigged game?
Honestly, it might be both. A real shortage sitting on top of a market with every incentive in the world not to rush to fix it.
Okay, so as a normal human standing in a store, what do I actually do? Give me the moves.
5 of them. Move 1. If you genuinely need the device, buy it now. I don't usually say that.
No, you really don't. You're the wait, sleep on it guy.
I am. But the analysts are nearly unanimous. Meaningful relief isn't expected until 2027, maybe 2028. Waiting for a price drop that isn't coming just means paying more later.
That one stings, but it's honest. Move 2, and this is the one I'd tell my own family. Buy upgradable, not soldered. Pick a desktop or a laptop with replaceable memory and storage where you can. Then, when prices ease, you add cheap memory yourself, instead of paying today's price baked permanently into a sealed device.
Exactly right. Don't entomb today's prices in a machine you can never open.
Move 3 saves you money even in a normal year, which is why I love it. Right size it. The price of future-proofing just tripled. You do not need the biggest number on the shelf. Most people wildly overbuy memory they will never, ever touch. Buy what your actual life needs.
That's the most underrated move on this list. Now move 4. This one's sneaky.
Counterfeits. Whenever something scarce gets expensive, the fakes show up. There are already reports of empty memory sticks relabeled to look real.
So buy from reputable sellers, read the reviews, and be suspicious of the deal that's too good to be true. And move 5. Zoom all the way out.
This price spike is the AI build-out bill arriving at your checkout counter.
Same thread we pulled when we talked about AI spending feeding inflation. So, 2 things. Don't panic buy out of fear. Fear is how people make the worst purchases.
And don't go chase a hot memory stock just because of a scary headline.
Judge the price, not the mania. We've said it before, positioning beats prediction.
That's such a clean way to land it.
Think about the whole arc. 60 years ago, a tired engineer on a couch had one simple idea. Make memory cheap, make it universal, put it everywhere. And he won. 2/3 of the planet carries his invention. And right now, that very same invention is being quietly rationed, sent to the highest bidder while the rest of us cover the markup. You can't predict the day it eases, but you can prepare. Buy smart. Buy once. Don't panic. Preparing without predicting. Always.
1 stick of RAM, 1 couch, and 3 companies with a very long memory. That's Trek4Wealth. Keep trekking.